Another cause of alarm for Donald Trump with this map is that NBC has moved Kansas and South Carolina from dark red to light red, from likely Republican to lean Republican. Not like, you know, you'd think with South Carolina and Kansas, you would think those would be not just likely, but likely / slam dunk / guaranteed / obviously this is ruby red, South Carolina and Kansas. But instead, they're light red. They're just lean Republican now. South Carolina leans Republican? Kansas leans Republican? In terms of what's still a toss-up, there's only 5 states that are still considered a toss-up right now. Florida, Iowa, Ohio, Nevada, Georgia. 5 states, plus 1 single electoral college vote in 1 congressional district in Maine. And if those are the toss-up states, if you do the math associated with all the electoral votes from all of the states, if they go that way, if the lean Republican and likely Republican go red, and the lean Democrat and likely Democrat go blue, if you sign those out that way, and then you say that Donald Trump has the best day in the entire world, completely outperforms expectations, and he wins all of the toss-up states. He wins all 5 of those states, plus that electoral college vote in Maine that he's after. If he wins all of the toss-ups, which would be insane because nobody wins all of the toss-up states, even if Donald Trump did win all of the toss-up states, he would still lose. The real unanswered question is whether or not the thing that is worth worrying about, right, at this point, particularly for Republicans, is whether the vice presidential running mate announcement, whoever it is, the real thing to worry about, the real thing to wonder about, is whether it's going to work, whether it's going to be a big enough deal that it's going to make a difference in the campaign. Because the latest data that's out right now about the campaign, about the race between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, the latest data is really bad for Donald Trump. In the latest Pew National poll that just came out, yeah, sure, Hillary Clinton is beating Donald Trump overall, nationwide, no big deal, 9 points. We've seen this before. But look at this one slice of voters under the age of 30. Nate Cohn at the New York Times was first to point this out today. In the new national Pew poll, look at this. Voters under 30 nationwide not only are picking Hillary Clinton over Donald Trump by a huge margin, they're actually picking Hillary Clinton and Gary Johnson over Donald Trump. Donald Trump is losing to Hillary Clinton and to the libertarian guy among voters ages 18 to 29. Bloomberg Politics also has a new national poll out that has just devastating numbers for Trump with a different slice of the electorate. Bloomberg looks specifically at white college-educated voters, which is about 1/3 of the electorate. In every election since 1952, white college-educated voters have picked the Republican candidate for president. In the last election, for example, Mitt Romney versus Barack Obama, white college-educated voters went for Mitt Romney over Obama by a margin of 14 points, even though Obama won handily overall. White college-educated voters are as close as the Republican Party gets to a sure thing in national elections. But white college-educated voters are right now plus 11 for Hillary Clinton in this election. If you broaden it out to all college-educated voters, not just white people, but all college-educated likely voters in this country, that's a group President Obama actually won by 2 points in 2012. Hillary Clinton leads with those same voters not by 2 points, but by 22 points.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump. That's not going to happen.
Donald Trump will not become president.
He's not going to be president. Donald Trump is not going to be president of the United States. Take it to the bank.
Okay.
I guarantee it.
All right, all right.
I think if he becomes the president, he'll make it great because the states is already great.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red capes.
On that note, Tom, pleasure.
Take it
Thank
from
you very
me.
much.
How about that?
Cheers, Tom.
And then, of course, there's Donald Trump. Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump, just last week, he confirmed to the National Review that he is again considering a run in 2016.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now. on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
So when you stand and deliver that State of the Union address, in no part of your mind or brain can you imagine Donald Trump standing up one day and delivering a State of the Union address?
Well, I can imagine it in a Saturday night skit. I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
He will never be president of the United States.
And we better be ready for the fact that he might be leading the Republican ticket next. I know you don't believe that, but I want to go on to Matthew Dowd.
Sorry to laugh.
Okay, here we are. And which Republican candidate has the best chance of winning the general election?
Of the declared ones right now, Donald Trump.